Mr. BBI, this amp has gone through a set of finals already. They were replaced by MFJ while under warranty. I have not run this amp since. The solder mess inside is how I received it from MFJ. I would like, number one, PP100s replaced with Toshibas. Okay. Number two, power wire upgrade inside with chokes. Okay. Power wire upgrade outside to match inside mod. Okay. All external supply leads need to be at least 4 feet long. Okay. This amp will be placed in a deck bed drawer system in my small canopy truck to deter theft. I installed a bunch of cooling fans, 4 per drawer, and ran off numerous adjustable temp sensors. All right. Drawer 1 has a FT891 SWR analyzer and controller for the Tar Heel antenna. Drawer 2 will contain the amp, metering, and a 280 amp hour it'd be LFPO all-purpose battery, but he's got Life PO4 dual-purpose battery. Truck cab has plug-and-play metering that fits into a cup holder and locks up into a secure safe when it is not in use. Okay. So basically all I got to do is take the PP100s out, do my solder magic to it, put Toshibas back in it, reset up a couple little things, change out the power wire inside the amplifier, upgrade the ground system on the inside of the amplifier, change the power plug around a little bit, and Bob's your uncle. All right, let's plug in our solder iron. Let's get to it. And gentlemen, welcome. And thank you to the Patreons for letting us be able to be here. Thank you to all my Patreon supporters. And also thank the Patreons for letting us have most likely going to be at least a half an hour plus worth of video with absolutely no ads that you guys are having to watch as we go forward. I gotta let YouTube make a little bit of money, so I have to have the ads in the beginning and the ads at the very end of the video, but in the main body of the content, no ads. And that's simply because of the love and the support of the guys on the Patreon channel. I work on the one-to-one basis. I produce the content, I turn it over to you guys and out to the digital internet world to help support me producing the content. So you think it's worth your time, or you're interested in following along closely with what's going on over here on the day-to-day basis of things, come join Patreon. They get access to everything that comes up for sale 2 days before it actually hits the YouTube channel, and they get basically a daily update on what's happening on this workbench on the day-to-day. And a bunch of content exclusively for them. So, okay, on that note, ole, 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 ole. Let us begin. Good morning. It's a beautiful day today. We're gonna get a bunch of stuff done today. So, let's see. We got the power plug upgraded. The Toshibas are in. And we did the power wire upgrades, plug upgrades, changed a couple caps on the board, did the ground upgrades. So we're technically done with this for right now, but we'll be back to it. I got our power wires cut. They're exactly 4 feet long. We're going to take this all apart today. We're going to modify the plug, which should take us about 30 minutes or so, get this all done up. Then we'll be able to plug it in. I'll be able to go in and make the final adjustments to this, and we'll be able to test run this probably in the next hour, hour and a half. So on that note, part 2 of this. So we got the intro, transistors are in, get the plug all done up, and give me a couple minutes. We'll be running this thing, and we'll find out how well it's going to work. Okay, so we have 1,000 watt in peak, 1,000 in peak. This is Steaming Coax's new version 2 meter. So we're gonna put in this thing. Hello, 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Hello, 1 2 1 2. About 105, 115 watts. We're gonna use our ICOM 7600 or 7300. I mean, Let's go ahead and let's hit the pedal here. At 1, 2, about 628 watts on the digital meter. At about 600 watts on the peak meter over on the other side. So let's go over here, and we're looking at this right there, the SWR bridge. 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. Okay. So now let's go here, go sideband, power's at 100%. At 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. Let's go over here. At 1 1 1 1 1. And we'll go on down. Change bands on the als-500. At 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Perfect. Back up here. Let's look at our SWR bridge again. At 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Everything's happy. Go down another band yet again. Go here, go here, go sideband. We're good. At 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. Let's go down here. At 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. At 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. Let's go back up here. At 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. This meter, I've got the slug in backwards. That is the problem. And it's only a 25 through 30 megahertz 5-watt element, so we're going to disregard the bird meter for right now. Let's go ahead and we'll let's see, where do we got to go next? We're going to go here. Well, no, let's go here. Hello. Here we go. Sideband power, okay. At 1 2 1 2 1 2. We'll go down here. At 1 2 1 2. Step on the pedal. At 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Let's go back up here. At 1 2 1 2 1 2. So let's go ahead and we'll jump up now. According to the switch on the front, this is good up to 14.5, but it's got 2 positions for this frequency. Upper sideband, power good. At 1 2 1 2. Let's go back down here. At 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Let's go back up here. At 1 2 1 2. So the SWR bridge is showing us a little bit high. We'll flip it to the other band, which is 14.5 through 21 megahertz. At 1 2 1 2 1 2. Still totally acceptable. But now we're back down to about 400 watts. At 1 2. Okay. So we'll go back up to the radio one more time. We'll go here. Sideband, good to go. 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. Okay. Into the amplifier. Hello, 1 1 1 1 1. Hello. Now we're starting to see that roll off, which is famous for the Ameritron amps. Hello, 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. All right. Let's jump on up to the 10 meter mode. Let's go back up here so you guys can see what I'm doing. 28 megahertz. We'll go sideband. Power's at full. 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. All right. 1 1 1 1 1. All right. Hello, 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. Hello, 1 1. These work just perfectly. This is great. Hello, 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. Hello, 1 1. Now we've done all this talking. All this talking, and the fan has never turned on. So the hottest thing it can see is 136 degrees. The main thing is that these resistors here on the back are totally cool. That means everything's in balance. That means this side's transmitting with the same amount of testicle power as these. right? In the end of the day, it's all in balance. So there's a couple other things I want to do. I want to modify it so that the fan turns on at a little bit lower temperature. I like to do that because, well, little tiny fan, big heat sink, lots of stuff to cool. By the time this fan kicks on with the factory settings, it's too hot and it has a hard time overcoming. So let's start whittling at the heat at a lower temperature. That's my opinion. Let me make that adjustment here. See, if it was up to me, and by the way, the fan adjustment is this potentiometer right here, just so you guys know. If it was up to me, I'd have it set so that the fan, as soon as you turn the amp on, would turn on. But most ham guys don't like that. They like to have stuff all fancy and auto and does things without thinking, and they feel smarter because of that. And it's actually, in my opinion, more dangerous. But then again, they don't want to listen to a fan run if nothing's really hot. And that we take the total count of how long we actually spend in transmit versus we do receive. It's like 30% or 40% in transmit mode, and the rest of the time is spent sitting and listening. So that's off. Now, the fun bit. Let's make it so it can do its job. Let's put the tin on it. Now remember, this is going in some kind of enclosed space in a toolbox or in a rack system in this guy's bed. So we want to start gnawing at that heat a little bit more than what the stock settings are, right? So now we got to sit and wait and see if this thing cools itself off to the point where the fan shuts off. So we're seeing 93-degree exhaust air coming out the vent here with the old FLIR job. Let's give it a minute and let's see if it gets caught up. So the fan just shut off at 85.4 degrees down here. So now let's put this thing back in transmit. Hello, 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Hello. Oh, 88 degrees. Okay, cool. Beats the 95 or whatever it's set for at the factory. The idea is pretty straightforward. We want to get the airflow moving sooner than later, but then we still have the ability to shut this thing off. Now, the way this guy's currently using this, like I said, it's going to be in some kind of truck setup, but who knows, he might put this in his house, right? So we still have to accommodate to that. But the other thing is, stand by 1 second, I'm getting a phone call here. Okay, so I've come to the conclusion that this plug is the biggest thing that's wrong with these particular things. I have on order right now, but I haven't received them yet, is panel mount 120 amp Anderson clips, which I think I can get to fit in here very smooth and nice and neat and clean. So the next few of these that I do, I'm going to do a panel mount modification, and we're going to completely eliminate this plug altogether. And then we'll move the ignition switch over here. We'll put it on a different style of plug next to it. But this plug, I hate working with these plugs. I mean, I've done a couple dozen of these now, and really not any problems except for one, and that was just simply because of the tuning issue the guy was having with his antenna tuner. But we've fixed that and overcame that. It's no big deal. I think if I go to 120 amp panel mount Anderson clip that's mounted to the back of this thing, I think it'd be a better mod for these amps, me personally. I'd like to make that an option for anybody in the future that wants to have their Ameritron modified. Just saying. So, power wire upgrade on the inside here. I did want to point this out. We did go with the high strand count, silicone, high temp, silver plated wired power leads on the inside. Put our chokes in. We got our abrasion resistant. I'm going to stick with this until I run out of wire. Then I'll probably just order more. Like I said, I bought a whole bunch of this when I was doing RC car stuff. And God, I should sell all my RC cars. I haven't done any of that in like a year and a half, and I've probably got 60 cars. But That's another topic for another day. This is bulletproof wire. Like, this whole amp will catch on fire and burn to the ground, and this wire will be sitting there going, what? What's wrong? What's wrong? I don't know. The temperature on that silicone jacket is just, the rating for it's through the roof. But nope, another Meritron set up, ready to go for the rest of eternity. Just like that. I'll put the lid on it, put a sticker on it, and it'll be ready to go back to its home. So this was RO number 21 or 22 of 2024. And I only took on 25 ROs for this year. Because I'm planning on taking most of next month, and yeah, well, most of all of next month, to do nothing but one gentleman's orders, all of them. And it has taken forever to get all the little pieces put together. The custom powder coated cabinets, the gold plated fan covers, all that kind of stuff. It's taken forever to get all that put together, and we are there finally. So I'm ready to do the work, I guess would be the best way to put it. So on that note, it's time for me to run. I can take that I voted sticker out of the way. Look, if you want me to do this to your Meritron, give me a call, we'll talk about it. That's the phone number. All right. If you feel like you want to do the mods yourself, also call me and I'll explain to you anything that you have any questions on. And the reason that I can spend so much time on the phone every day helping other people figure out how to do their projects is because of the support of our friends down here on the Patreon channel. I thank God every day that these people are willing to sign up, participate, and be involved with what goes on over here on the intimate level that they are through the Patreon channel. And I say thank God for these people. On that note, I'm going to run. I say thank God for every single one of you guys that follow along, give a thumbs up, and just participate through YouTube. If it wasn't for everybody out there supporting me, I wouldn't get here to be able to be here to do what I do. I know you guys hear me say that every video, but I mean it. I really mean it. And if you let yourself in this industry, in the amp repair or radio business or in the CB world or ham world, you become so arrogant to think that no, nobody can do what you do. I'm here to tell you, you're wrong and you can be replaced in a second. So be humble, be grateful, and be patient, and be kind to people that try to come to you for help. It's the best business model I've ever found. I humbly say thank you, gentlemen. And on that note, I say peace. I'm out. On to the next project. I'll see you guys. Click, click.